So who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Lenny Heymann. I'm the General Manager of Interop.
So you've been doing this for quite some time. You see how the changes are going at Interop. What I want to know is, what is the buzz? What should people in IT who didn't get a chance to come here to Interop know about sort of the latest news and trends coming out?
Yeah, so thanks. Shame on them for not being here, but and hope we see them in the future. We had a certain idea going in terms of what was popular, and for the most part we're seeing that sort of come to fruition here. And no surprise, a lot about cloud computing, mobility. And the other area is more about how IT will work with its own users in the future. And I find that really fascinating. I'm going to start there, if I can, David. There's a real sort of reshaping going on in terms of democratization of IT, where users have a lot more technology and the ability to do IT on their own. And we've had a couple of keynotes here and a lot more talk, and I think it's really going to be one of the key things that drives us over the next few years, is a discussion around how the role of IT will change and become more of a partnership with the users within your organization. I'm really excited by that. It's going to really be a difference maker in terms of how you move your career forward, because I think the people who really get it and understand how to help workers and groups of workers be more productive, they're the ones that are going to move ahead.
So essentially being able to work better in teams and use collaboration tools better, or you think it's the main skill that's needed?
You know, it's partly the tools. I think partly also it's a mentality, it's a mindset of, hey, you know, I love my toys, I love my technology, but I'm going to be most valuable to my organization if I sit down with the users and really understand how I can change their productivity or change their business, make them more valuable. So it's less about tools, honestly, it's more about that relationship.
And are you seeing maybe any trends on like where people might be hiring, like this, you know, certain industries desperately need these kind of developers or IT people?
Yeah, you know, I can't tell you that I know certain verticals, David. I think it's, again, around mobility, I would say is really the key. And again, it's not just about mobility and sort of smartphones and tablets, which are just surging in interest. We've got a couple of classes here. Anything that we're doing, obviously, in tablets or iPhones, it's a packed house. So that obviously is going to be something that's going to be you know, very important for everybody. We're also talking about an area called the future of work, and that gets up, rolls up tablets and smartphones, unified communications, video, and wireless as well. So all those areas together are going to be sort of mixed in the blender and sort of needing to be brought together, again, to sort of help workers be more productive.
What have you learned here at Interop this year? I know you go in thinking, okay, I think this is what it's all going to be, but were you surprised by anything and learned something?
Great question. Yeah, thanks, David. So two things I'm learning. You know, I'm excited by cloud, and I think the naysayers, I think are starting to sort of drop away. Most people have educated themselves, many people have moved forward. I think what we're still sort of trying to unravel is the extent to which a cloud, where it makes sense in the enterprise, and ultimately how it might change how people do business in the enterprise. I think just trying to map current IT problems to the cloud is sort of missing the point. Again, the change of business is going to be exciting, and I'm sort of just getting a feel for where that's going. The other thing is data centers, I think, are going to start springing up and being more important as well. Many of the companies here are making major sort of networking and data center announcements, and there's a notion of fabrics that tie together all parts of the data center. That's a word that's kind of one of the ones that has really risen to the surface. So people are going to have to get a little bit smarter about some of the emerging technology going into the data center.
Lenny, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, David.